What's good, what is good, my sizers? We're back again with another video, and today we will be going over Caesar's Palace. Now, Caesar's Palace is one of the biggest casinos on the Strip. It is next to the Mirage and Bellagio. So this is where the express check-in is, and it has like its own little entrance. It's not next to the registration area. But across the way from that is a cocktail garden called Vanderpump, and you do need reservations for it. This is also another bar. It's right next to the food court. It's nothing big, just super small. This is the Forum Food Hall. You have a Starbucks, a crepe area, and a couple of other places. In the back corner right there is Bobbyfle's Burgers. He used to have his own little restaurant section on the Strip, like an actual building, but now it's just in the food court. So this is an overview of their casinos, and in the back you could see a billboard of Adele. That is because she's starting her residency here at Caesar's Palace soon, so that is where they will be selling her merchandise. This is Pub and Grill by Gordon Ramsay. He, as long as Bobbyfle, has a few restaurants in this casino, and I've heard that this one is really, really good. So if you want to check that out, I definitely recommend it. Now, if you have Caesar's Rewards but don't know what's on it, that's where these machines come in. And if you want Caesar's Rewards, you can get them right here next to Num, which is a bar. This is a cocktail lounge, which is across the way from the Coliseum. And the Coliseum is basically where they have their concerts. It's the concert hall for Caesar's Palace. So like Sting has performed here, Rod Stewart, and now Adele will be on the weekends. They do have a poker room. It is also next to the Coliseum, and it's next to like their craps tables and roulette. But also next to that is the sports book. It's like behind the poker room, and they also have a nightclub that is to the right of the sports book. This is another restaurant by Bobbyfle. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm not going to, but I also heard that is a very good restaurant to start with as well for Bobbyfle. This is another restaurant called Homestead, and they are only open for dinner. Also, this is the Nobu restaurant, but if you don't know what that is, have no fear because it's next to the Nobu Hotel. This is across the way from the Nobu Hotel, and this is just a cigar bar. So there's nothing really fancy to it, but it's just like a lounge bar. This is also across the way from the cigar bar. This is called Cleopatras Barge, and this is basically like a club and a bar. And at nighttime they do have live music at the Cleopatra Barge. This is like the bar portion of the barge. This is where they have most of their table games. They do have another section, but this one was like the prettiest of them. So next to the table games though are the cashier area, so where you like go to cash in your checks and stuff. This is like the high limits area because they have tables in here. This is the main registration. This is when you first walk in from the Strip section, so like coming off of Las Vegas Boulevard. This is like their main entrance, and you'll know that because there's a big fountain right about there. So there's also a little cafe there on the right, and to the left is like a little express store, and we talked about how the express stores is where you get like your like essentials basically. They did have a Starbucks on the way towards the hotel rooms. This little hallway leads you to a restaurant and some wedding chapels and the spa. Now, the thing I liked about the wedding chapels is that you get a little preview of it with the doors being opened. So I actually really like that because some people don't know until like you get there. This is one of their wedding chapels, and I think this one was probably one of the nicer ones out of the three that I believe I saw. And this is where the restaurant was by the guy Savoy. I do believe it's open, but I'm not sure because there's no hours like over here or anything, but there is a dress code, and if you can't see that, it does say the dress code is business professional, so there's no t-shirts, shorts, flip-flops, or hats in the dining room. So moving on to the next hallway, this is a really good noodle spot. Like, this restaurant is really good. I've been here before, and they did have live fish in that tank, which I thought was really cool. This is Pronto by Giada. And honestly, are you surprised to even see Giada here? Because if they have Bobbyfle, they definitely have Giada. Across the way from Giada's is the Bakanov Buffet, and though it doesn't seem busy now, I promise you it is, and you definitely need a reservation. And the thing about them is that even though you have a reservation, you still need to wait in line for your reservation to appear. Next to that, though, is Mr. Chow. This is the escalators that will lead you to the convention center. That's another essentials store. And then this is also Pronto by Giada, but this is the wine bar section of her restaurant. This is a small Lamborghini store, though they don't sell Lamborghinis, they just sell the merchandise for it. A little Bath and Body Works part of the store called Nectar. It just sells bath bombs and things. They do sell sports gear, and yeah, see here's some more sports gear. I don't know how to pronounce this store, but they do have a really great sale, and they do sell handbags. So the pool is closed for the season. It was roped off, but this is as best as I could get for you. Sorry about that. They do have a socks and bottoms store, and then on the outside, when you're coming in from the Las Vegas Boulevard strip, when you're just walking in, you're coming in from there, they do have American Cafe right there. This is Hell's Kitchen, which is also another Gordon Ramsay restaurant, which is huge. You also need reservations for this one too, and they do have a daiquiri bar and a little sidebar as well. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, comment down below any other comments or questions you have, and be sure to smash that subscribe button down there while you're at it.